Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Man, it has been a minute since I picked this camera up. Probably like over a month. Today, I put out on Instagram, at Rex and Ryan if you guys want to follow me. But I put out on Instagram a picture of the Subi. And I was going to do like a breakdown review of like individual parts that I have on the car. I always have so many different questions, and I thought I would just like do a video that would try to answer some of your guys' questions. Also, I bought a new bike. Right now the ECU has been shipped out. I'm getting it tuned. So if you guys want to know anything, let me do like a walk around of the bike and anything like that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to, I don't know, make a video about the bike. If not, you know, whatever. It's just a new toy for me. So let's go over to another place and I don't know, do this review and try to answer some of your guys' questions. My main questions is what's it like daily driving with the Tomei on there now? I guess the easiest and the fastest answer is I love it. I love every single bit about it. It's loud, I will say that, but it's not like it's not obnoxious. So outside the car, it's definitely a lot louder. But driving with it, it's actually really nice. All the turbo noises that you get from this thing, because I'm catless and stuff too, it's just on another level. I've always got a lot of questions on like, because I switched from the NVIDIA R400 and how much of a difference is it compared to the R400? The R400 I would say is like the perfect daily driver exhaust. If you don't want anything like really loud but still want something that sounds really good, the R400 is for you. But it just wasn't loud enough for me. So the Tomei is definitely the way to go. If you're trying to get something louder, go with the Tomei and catless. I mean, the backfires. And I mean, it shoots flames. So it's pretty nice. I've been stage 3 for, I don't know, 6 months now, I think, something like that. It's been super reliable. I've never had any issues with it at all, whatsoever. So with all the stuff that I have on the car now, the car, if you don't know, the car makes a 400 wheel. And on E, but it gets up and goes, man. It's no joke. Probably around that 4,000 RPM mark. It definitely it puts you in your seat. So if you're actually like looking for like a really good power mod, E85 is definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do like a little walk around and try to answer like some of the questions that I know off the top of my head of like what kind of questions I get on a regular basis, and try to answer those. And then I'll go through all the questions that you guys actually asked on my Instagram post, and then try to answer those to the best of knowledge that I can. So first thing is, what is this white bar in my grill? And that white bar is my crash bar, but that's what holds my front mount intercooler on. And what brand is it? It's Turbo XS. And I always get like, can I buy that white bar separately, like just by itself, because they kind of just like the look of it or something? Honestly, I don't know. That's something that you might have to contact Turbo XS about, but it's the full kit. So like the bar and the intercooler and all the intercooler piping. This all came black first. All the intercooler piping, all of this came all black. I just went through and I painted it all white just to match the car and stuff. I thought it just made it look a little bit better. Next thing are my headlights. I've had quite a few questions about what headlights are they, where can I buy them, blah blah blah. These headlights are my factory headlights. I just broke them open and painted them, and then put a C light inside of it. I've been asked, is it worth doing that, or should I just buy like some Subi Speed, like the Mustang looking headlights? And that's completely up to you. If you want to spend $1,000 on some headlights, do it. You know, by all means, they look awesome. I would love to have some too, but I don't want to spend $1,000 on some headlights when I have the headlights I have now, and I actually like the way they look. Next question that I always get is, what wheels are these? What specs? They are the Gold Rota Grids. They're 18 by 9.5 with a plus 38 offset, and then my tires are Hankook Ventus V12 Evo 2s, and they're a 255, 35, 18. I get that question probably 10 times a day. I have these wheels linked down in the description if you guys wanted to buy them, because I always have a lot of people that go and say like, I can't find them, or they can't find the exact specs. They're linked down in the description if you guys were wanting to pick them up. So the car itself is lowered on a Fortunato 500 coilovers, and I guess to give my best review of them, I don't think I've ever been in a car with coilovers that have as much comfort as these do, because they're like 30-way adjustable dampening. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but I think it's close. And I have mine right in the middle, front and rear. So yeah, they're going to be a little bit stiffer than normal, than like by stock standards. They're obviously going to be stiffer, but if you want that low look and you want like the stance that I have, I'm not even that low, but I still scrape on pretty much everything. I guess these are the coilovers that I have if you guys are looking for them. These also I have linked down in the description below also if you're trying to look for them. Yeah, front lip, I get that a lot too. What front lip is this? I can't even remember like the actual kind. I don't know, it's a cheap one. It's like $100 on Amazon. I've went through like 4 or 5 of them, because I always end up hitting like a dead animal or snow or ice or something like that, and I always end up ripping them off. And I don't know, it looks really aggressive. It gives a really good look, but it also lowers the car in the front like probably 2 inches, so keep in mind of that. Same thing, side skirts, Amazon. You can probably just type in WRX Amazon, or WRX side skirts on Amazon, and these are one of the first ones that pop up. I think they're great. They look really good. They're really cheap. These rear spats, though, I would recommend not getting them unless you want to paint them right when you get them. If you can see, mine are like really nice and shiny and black right now, because the last time that I washed my car, I'll go around and I'll put some tire shine on them just to give them that real nice black look. Without that, they get so dulled out they almost turn blue. So I'm probably gonna have to take them off and spray paint them black or something. But I mean, they look good, but they're cheap, but they're not the greatest quality. So yeah. The other question I always get is, what is this duckbill? It's by Battle Aero. I always have people like asking like, where did I get it? How much did I pay for it? Blah, blah, blah. I bought it from Battle Aero. I think I paid like 350 bucks for it. And then I had it painted for like 200 bucks to match my car. Some people love it, some people hate it. I actually love it. I have also wanted to get like a full carbon fiber trunk, but I don't know if I want to pay, you know, 1,500 bucks for it. And this kind of just like it makes my car. There's not very many cars that have this on it, and whenever you see it, you know that it's my car. So yeah. But to give like a review, I've had this thing on here for like I don't know, 2 winters now, and probably a year and a half, and it's just on with the 3M double stick tape. It's not bolted on, and I've never had any problems with it. It's on there really strong. So just make sure that you clean your trunk really well with alcohol and stuff too before you stick that stuff on there. Next up is the exhaust. It is a Tomei full titanium. I am like I was saying earlier, I'm catless, so it's pretty much straight piped all the way back to that big ass fart can, I guess. It sounds really good though. I love the way it sounds. So I mean, it's loud. To some people it might be too loud, but I love how much turbo noise that comes off of it. Until you actually hear it in person and drive with it, there's just no other exhaust that really compares to the Tomei. I don't know, it's just on another level. What's the Tomei like on the highway? When you're in 6th gear, you don't even hear it. The car, at least mine, the sound deadening on the inside of the car, especially with the windows up and stuff, you don't even hear it at all. There's no drone at all. But if you do like drop down a gear or two and you get on it, it's loud. It definitely gets loud. So for the engine bay and stuff too, I mean, I installed the Perrin air oil separator, something to maintenance thing, I guess. You know, it keeps the oil out of the intake and stuff, you know. Other than that, I mean, I've never had any problems with it. For the engine and stuff too, it's I have like TGV deletes, EGR deletes, flex fuel kit, front mount intercooler, MA Performance intake with the green filter. It's MA Performance Catless J Pipe all the way back to Tomei, obviously. What else? Cop access port, and it's tuned on E85. Well, mix. It's a flex fuel, so I run like a between like E50 and E60 usually. I do get a lot of questions like how reliable is it? To me, it's been super reliable. I've never had any like the fuel oscillation or anything like that, or like the fuel pressure oscillation. I never had anything like that. But I also do hold on. Every time that I put ethanol in the car, I also run this Lucas ethanol fuel conditioner. It has like how much you're supposed to put in it and stuff like that too. But I'll run a bottle, or I'll run like 1 tank of E85 mix with 93, and then I'll probably run 3 or 4 regular just 93 octane. So like I'm constantly like switching it back and forth. I don't only run E85. I just mainly I'd probably say my fuel mileage probably drops in half. So like if I got, let's say I got 30 miles to the gallon, I probably get 15 miles to the gallon. If I get, like on 93, I'd get like around 400 miles to the tank. I might get 250 to the tank if I'm running E. So, but power or gas mileage, you're always gonna pull. You're always gonna take the power over it. You know, it's so worth it. E85 definitely wakes these cars up a lot. So I think it's a great first mod if you're gonna do that. Also, I have the Deeshworks 300C fuel pump also. So you have to do that whenever you're installing this too. Oh, also for the engine bay and stuff too. But I also have the Grimmspeed 3-port electronic boost controller. For the inside, the seats are the Corbeau RRB. They are one of the brand new diamond stitched that they came out with. Like, I'm sitting all the way down inside this seat, so and the bolsters definitely wrap around you. You definitely don't go anywhere in these seats, and I love the way they look. So another question I always get is like, what was my first mod for the WRX? It was the Boomba short throw shifter with the Boomba shifter plate. I have the Perrin shift stop and solid brass bushings. That was my very first mod. I think, I don't know, like 2 weeks after I bought the car, I did that. It is a lengthy process. Also, all this stuff that I'm telling you guys, I have videos for every single thing that I've ever done in my car too, on like how-tos and all that stuff too. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you go check out that stuff. But that was the very first mod that I've done. I'm bone stock right now, but looking to upgrade to get more power. What should my first upgrade be? Very first upgrade, I would suggest get an access port. The stock tune on these cars, they suck really bad. The rev hang sucks really bad. So an access port, I would say, should be your very first mod on these cars. But if you don't want to do that, I don't know, a catback. After that, get but if you're trying to go for power, get a flex fuel kit. Go E85, your very first mod, and flex fuel kit and the Deeshworks 300C fuel pump. E85 to me was like, if I could feel like butt dyno it. Going from stock to stage 2, that's how it felt for me after going E85 also. So that's how big of a jump and feel power that it makes. So E85, I would say, should be your very first mod if you're looking for something for power. So next one was you had mixed fillings on the Boomba shifter plate and short shifter after you installed it initially. Is that still your current setup? Have you thought about changing? Yeah, when I first installed it, I didn't like it. I thought it made it too notchy with the shifter plate. It made it really notchy, a little bit too heavy. But I've gotten used to it, and now I love it. So yeah. Is the Tomei loud on the highway? Man, it's funny. Like, I've already went over all this stuff. No, it's not loud on the highway either. But unless you actually like want to get on it, but it sounds really good then. So yeah. I know I feel like I'm still forgetting things, but I'm still running the stock clutch. The car has, I think, 35,000 miles on it now, but again, I don't launch the car. Alrighty guys, well, that is all of the questions that I have. I guess if I answered all of your guys' questions, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It's definitely getting a lot warmer outside, so hopefully I'm able to start videoing, making a lot more videos. But I don't know, I've already done so much stuff to the car. I don't know if I'm gonna really be doing anything else, so I don't know. Also, if you guys want to know anything about the bike, let me know in the comments below too. Yeah, if you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, subscribed to my channel. Till next time guys, keep riding. Peace.
That's good.
Yeah, loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially not this past one, but the one before, where you had like 5 or 6 backfires. That was beautiful.
Yeah. And when I downshifted, it was like
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was real good shit.
Cool.
All right. Well,
that works.